Blackfacts.com presents Black History Heroes. Sidney Poitier. Sidney Poitier, Bahamian-American actor, director, and producer who broke the color barrier in the U.S. motion picture industry by becoming the first African-American actor to win an Academy Award for Best Actor. He was born on February 20, 1927, Miami, Florida, U.S. He grew up on Cat Island, Bahamas, and returned as a teenager to the United States, where he enlisted in the U.S. Army during World War II and served a brief stint in a medical unit. Upon his discharge, he applied to the American Negro Theater, A&T, in New York City. But he was refused a place there because of his accent. He practiced American enunciation while listening to the accents of radio voices and reapplied to A&T 6 months later. This time he was accepted, and he began studying acting while appearing in a series of A&T productions. In 1946 he made his Broadway debut in Lysistrata. Poitier's first credited film role was Dr. Luther Brooks, a black doctor who treats a bigoted white criminal, in No Way Out, 1950. The movie established a significant pattern both for Poitier himself and for the black actors who followed him. He redefined roles for African Americans by rejecting parts that were based on racial stereotypes. He then appeared in Cry, The Beloved Country, 1951, The Blackboard Jungle, 1954. Although he had a budding film career, Poitier continued to perform in live theater and won critical acclaim. In the gripping drama Edge of the City, 1957, Poitier starred as dockworker whose friendship with a white co-worker, John Cassavetes, raises the ire of a racist union boss. Band of Angels, 1957, also examined racial tensions. In The Defiant Ones, 1958, Poitier earned an Oscar nomination for Best Actor. He became the first African-American male performer to earn a nod in the lead category. Poitier made history as Homer Smith, an ex-GI who helps nuns build a chapel in Lilies of the Field, 1963. His Academy Award win marked the first time a competitive Oscar had been awarded to an African-American male. After the Western Duel at Diablo, 1966, Poitier starred in a series of acclaimed films including In the Heat of the Night, 1967. In 1972 Poitier made his directorial debut with Buck and the Preacher, an amiable western in which he played a con-man preacher. His first box office hit was Uptown Saturday Night, 1974. In 2001, Poitier was presented with an honorary Academy Award for his remarkable accomplishments as an artist and as a human being.
I arrived in Hollywood at the age of 22, in a time different than today's. A time in which the odds against my standing here tonight, 53 years later, would not have fallen in my favor. Back then, no route had been established for where I was hoping to go. No pathway left in evidence for me to trace. No custom for me to follow. Yet here I am this evening at the end of a journey that in 1949 would have been considered almost impossible.